All right, I guess this is just a reminder. Hi, I hope you're doing well. To continue to cut off energy that no longer serves you, your community, like your energy, your lineage at this point. I'm just, you know, watering my bonsai, and I like to like give a good energy and stuff whenever I'm giving water or cleaning up the thing. And then I noticed that in my tree there was this like kind of like looking parasitic like energy, and I see that my thing is growing but it's still going, and it looks like it's draining the energy of all the healthy leaves and all the healthy thing that's going on in this bonsai that I have. And it's a money bonsai. So that's why I was like, okay, so interesting how the the energy is. So anyways, as I'm looking into like, okay, so how can I remove, what do we do when we need to like remove any toxic energy, especially from a plant point of view, right? So a lot of us, we know instantly nature like give us warnings, right? So not only she giving us warning to continue praying and dismantling white supremacy and burning down capitalism and all of that, right? Because nothing will grow. You will have to eventually cut it off or burn it or whatever, right? So Spirit's asking for a lot of you to grab those scissors, okay? And it's not for, because that's what it is. When it starts from the root, it goes to all the way to the leaf, and then it starts growing. Like you might think that looks healthy and stuff, but nothing can grow in an unhealthy environment, and it will always vampiric energy trying to leach from other healthy root plants and stuff like that. So it is your duty, just like Gaia does, just like our planet does, to cut off what no longer needs to be there. And when you identify it, you need to expose it, okay? So when you identify evil and stuff like that, you need to expose it, okay? So Gaia, and anywhere she can, she's gonna show it to you, any type of sign, 222 when I said that. You can cut it with love. You can say, I'm so sorry that this is causing you any type of, but it's not healthy for the rest of us, it's not healthy, okay? So I just cut it off. And you see it like it's dark and really creepy. And you see it's kind of violent towards all the other leaves and plants, and it doesn't help it grow, right? So as soon as I remove it, you see there's other babies coming out, other healthy plants, other healthy energy. And you see everything else just continue growing healthy. But if you continue to enable parasitic energy in your environment and not cut it off, burn it, whatever the fuck, cut, block, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean. Spirit's trying to speak to someone here, okay? It won't grow. You won't grow. Everybody won't grow. You will be toxic for everybody. It won't be healthy. Eventually, the whole system and ecosystem will collapse, because you kept enabling this energy that you felt like, oh, but if I cut it off, it's not gonna, no, don't worry. It will regrow other things healthy. Maybe you need that space to be removed, need that space for the healthier thing to come in. And that's why parasitic leeches energy are preventing from that happening, right? So it's up to us, the power of the people, to remove the toxic parasitic energy that it needs to be removed, so that other things can grow, so that change can happen, right? Oh yeah, they know. Also, there's satanic rituals, there's money rituals, all this stuff. It's like dissipating, it's collapsing, right? So yeah, so that too. A lot of you, make sure that you are in solidarity with Palestine, what's going on in Iran, free Iran. If that bothers you, get the fuck off my energy. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck. Everybody deserves to be free from US imperialism, for this fucking demonic energy, okay? I don't give a fuck. Free Yemen, free Congo, free Sudan, and free all the oppressed. That's the liberation energy. I don't know where you guys are, but spiritually all the stuff that you need to know, right? Message, that's it. A lot of us, we have a strong boundaries that fuck ICE, fuck Israel, fuck fascists, and fuck Zionist pedos, right? Fuck all of them, right? That's the boundary. That's the energy that I'm trying to get. that's the one you need to cut off, burn, and do what the fuck. Okay? Because it's toxic. It's leaching our own energy as well. And our whole fucking planet. It's confirmation. Be loyal to your own motherfucking home and planet. A lot of you, you're not feeling the energy. You are feeling it, but you're just ignoring it because there's a lot going on. And it's intentional. The exhaustion, all of this is intentional. That's what God is saying. Like, listen to me first. Listen to God and spirit, because he or she is everywhere. In nature, everywhere that is sustainable, that is life sustaining, and a lot of you have to believe in your own beautiful magic, because that's what defeats satanic and dark magic, voodoo, witchcraft, that evil people are doing in the background to you, to anybody who speaks the truth, anybody who exposes them, right? Spirit keeps saying continue to expose them. That is how you break serious rituals and spell work and all that fucking shit that a lot of you, they call us, that we are the one doing that when we expose it or talk about it, which is, again, darvel and gaslighting. But again, eventually, you get vindicated and stuff like that. But for a lot of us, the damage for a lot of us is already done, right? So I'm talking from experience, and as an alchemist, you have to take all that shit and alchemize it and turn it into beautiful seeds. Whatever it is that you need to do, you need to use creativity. And creativity cannot be, it just cannot. It cannot, thank you, angels. It cannot work in a system like this. It can't. Creativity and resistance is divine, right? It's just, you need to be disruptive. You need to, And that's, I know for a lot of people, it's like, oh my God, like, yeah, we live in a system that is very violent and has always been. And when peaceful doesn't work, you have to rely on everybody and stand together, hold the fortress, and protect each other, right? Yeah, so I don't know, this is a message to a plant that I've been just really listening, and I feel like a lot of you, your spirit and your intuition is gonna resonate with this, because this is going to be for those who need to hear it as a confirmation for you that you're not crazy, you're not, like, spirit does guide certain people, things, or places, or anything to you so that you can receive the messages that you need. And maybe even after this, you will receive other confirmation. But so far, your soul already knows. So this intuition that I'm talking about, the discernment and higher ground, it's much higher than fucking AI. Tech bros, all these motherfuckers who are just copycats and leeches parasitic energy. They're a psychopath for a reason. Billionaires don't get to be billionaires just like that. They have to do really vile and evil things to be there. That's capitalism. And that's why a lot of you being awake, like, oh, that's what it is. And that's why all of this energy is just dying. And a lot of us, we have an opportunity just to cut it off before it spreads everywhere else. So cut it off before it's too late, right? Before it infects and poisons and spreads everywhere, which we're already seeing the energy that is the disease, cancer that is spreading. They don't want you to talk about that in this apps and all that because they know it's the truth, right? I know for a lot of people I'll sound like crazy and stuff, but those who've been with me in this and read the books, go to 𝓂𝆃Collective.com bookshop, do the work, show up, boycott, and are doing the work constantly, this will make sense. Continue doing it. It is working. Okay? And don't feel any type of way when you need to cut off vampiric energy or people that are trying to leech your energy or use you any type of way. Don't feel any type of way. Let them, they're going to deal with their inner demons. A lot of you are living karma. So even in your presence, they're going to receive karma no matter what. So stand up there, comrades, and be strong, earth warrior that you are meant to be here. Okay? I love you. I'll see you next time. And maybe learn more from plants. Be next to plants, maybe, if you're looking for inner guidance.
Just to be clear, they're holding indigenous people there because they're trying to finish the genocides they've already started while they're committing these. That's why they're doing this. They're wiping the table clean of everyone that does not look like me.
That part.
That's what they're doing. That's what's happening here. That's why they're kidnapping indigenous people. That's why because they think they're allowed to finish these genocides while they're committing the others.
Exactly.
They'll fucking marry what they've been doing for 250 fucking years. They're literal fucking Nazis, and they operate like fucking slave catchers. Their ideology is fucking Nazis. They're white supremacists, and they operate in the function of slave catchers. Literally, they move around in roving bands and decide who belongs and who doesn't, at will, with no oversight. What the fuck is that?
Exactly.
What's that gonna mean?
This is a white supremacist agenda.
Why do you say that?
No, me, dude. I'm not here.
Whose team are you on? Come on, man. This is on limit. All right, man. All right, well, sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. Really? No, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so why do you say that?
This is a white supremacist agenda. They're not just going after criminals. I'm so sorry I went after you there. I didn't recognize.
I look upset.
There's all kinds of folks out here with media. They're not just going after criminals. They're going door to door and they're targeting any black and brown person they can find. And all of America is next. If you live by a black and brown person, you're next. They're above the law. They outnumber our police. It's a white supremacist agenda. No?
You just today's your first
I live
time?
nearby. I've been out a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. But why do you come
I'm so
out?
sorry I went after you, man.
Dude, it's fine. Why are you out here instead of like being in your warm, cozy house?
Because there's a point where whites got to stand up and recognize that this is a white person problem, and we need to represent our black and brown neighbors.
Woo!
And disavow MAGA.
Yeah.
We need to put an end to this.
White person's
We need to put
problem.
an end to this. We fucked
White
up so
people's
bad.
problem.
This is the end result of all of the bigotry and racism that we have been putting up with for years. This is the logical conclusion. This is the logical conclusion.
He's a citizen! He's a citizen!
Why are you running?
He's a citizen! He's a citizen! That's my brother-in-law!
What's your name? Jonathan Aguilar Garcia. I'm literally a U.S. citizen.
We're citizens!
Okay, then show your ID.
Get your ID!
What the fuck?
We're native. What are you doing? Why'd you hit him? No! Stop! What are you doing? No! Why? My nephew!
She's trying to go to work.
What's up, fuck?
Oh, what? Crazy shit. Y'all some crazy. Y'all got no heart, for real. No heart. No heart.
Get off!
She's a female.
Get off of her right now!
You guys hit her. How you guys gonna arrest her?
We're from the United States, bro. You better break the U.S., bro. To school, bro. I was going to school. I was going to school.
Okay, somebody's going to have to say it, so I'm just going to come out and say it. Silence is not neutral. Silence is protection for the one that's doing the hurting. Look, you can't claim neutrality while watching someone get cut down, because neutrality always sides with power. Think about it. When someone's being bullied, you look away. You're not protecting peace, you're protecting the bully. When a family member is lying, manipulating, or abusing, and people say, I'm staying out of it, that's not staying out of it. That's taking a side. Their silence is fuel. Their silence keeps the cycle going. And look, proximity, it matters. Who you choose to stand near, who you choose to excuse, who you choose to not take a side with, that reveals everything. And I get it. It's hard. It's messy. It costs you something. But peace that comes at the cost of truth is not peace, it's denial. So yeah, your yes has to be a yes. Your no, it has to be a no. You either stand with truth or you stand with the lie. But don't kid yourself into thinking neutrality is an option. It never has been.
I want to try to get through this without crying because I'm so mad I can't see straight. This is Liam. Liam is 5 years old. Liam is a student at Columbia Heights School District in Minneapolis, or St. Paul, one of them. ICE used Liam as bait and made him stand in his driveway and try to get his mother to come outside. When his mother would not come outside, and when other family members tried to take him so that they could take care of him and were denied by ICE, they detained Liam and his father and shipped them off to Texas. The superintendent of the Columbia Heights Public School District says that 3 other students, all under the age of 18, have also been kidnapped by ICE in the last 2 weeks. And because the news coming out of Minneapolis is so underreported and or suppressed, so many people hadn't heard about any of it until this picture of a 5-year-old Liam being held by ICE and used as bait in his little fish hat started going viral online tonight. And I remember during the Ferguson uprising how much we needed to rely on the most heinous, the most disgusting, the most dastardly of actions and images that we could capture of the military occupation that we were under to get America to pay attention. And we were not being suppressed like this. We certainly had the story being reported incorrectly, but we could get online and people would hear us tell the truth. And our loved ones, our siblings, our family in Minneapolis can't even rely on that. Here's what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is that in 2020, when so many of you were moved in a brand new way, in a way that you weren't about Michael Brown, in a way that you weren't about Sandra Bland, in a way that you may not even have been about Breonna Taylor, but you were moved in a particular way. When you heard, as I've heard so many people say, when you heard George Floyd call for his mother, when you found yourself being moved and compelled toward racial justice in a totally different way than you had been before, so much so that you got out on the streets, that you examined your workplaces, that you thought critically about your vote, that you thought critically about the election in front of you, that you thought critically about where to give your money, that you thought much more intentionally and acted much more intentionally about organizing. That's the same thing that Liam deserves, at the very least. Because if you can look at Liam and not see your child, then we've done the whole thing wrong. That could be my baby. That could be your baby. And Liam is all of our baby. So I need you to get in touch with the folks doing the work on the ground and make sure that you're supporting it. And wake up in a way that you haven't before.
Have you been asked this question? Man or bear? It goes like this. If you were in the woods alone, would you choose to be with a man or a bear? What's the worst that could happen with a bear? It would kill me, claw me to death, or eat me alive, then move on. Okay. At least the bear would be satisfied. It would not drag my mutilated body across my land, or discard of me with a bulldozer. It wouldn't dance on the grave of my ancestors, or burn my living relatives. The bear would not starve my children, steal my brother's organs, or rape my mother, and then crave more. The bear would not chain my husband down, blindfolded, and deprive him of his senses. The bear would not strip my father and execute him in an open field, still needing more. The bear would not genocide my people and still reek of insatiability. So, I choose the bear. Every time. I choose the bear.
everybody, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. If this message finds you, is for you, there's a couple of videos that are going to be included here, which I will appreciate that you make sure that you share and support the content creators, support the people who share the truth, and all the platforms that I have here. I also share it on my IG podcast, Telegram, and repost on TikTok. Yeah, because the most powerful tool that we have right now is not only emotional intelligence, but also the ability to care, right, about other people, no matter what race or anything like that. We also are understanding that a lot of people are just getting back into this, or kind of waking up from their slumber and stuff like that, which is great. You know, I don't think it's ever too late. I think a lot of us, we started like, we have this shame and guilt of constantly carrying like, oh my God, we should have known sooner, we should have done something sooner. There is a lot of money, propaganda, and an intense corrupt system trying to not only censor the truth, but also silence the truth tellers, silence the people. So I also have to keep in mind that I'm so grateful for those who in the past, like, you know, hold myself accountable, correct me correctly, educate me correctly, especially about topics, okay? Which when you start reading books, you know, and educating yourself, you have to also understand how the system also wants to erase that education. Why? Because it creates awareness and truth, and it creates ways for you to make action, to change, right? Because we are all dealing with the same enemy that does not want equality, does not want, wants to maintain this this horrible capitalism, psychotic, satanic system that it doesn't benefit anybody, okay? And is also, I love that Ashley mentioned this, and I showed you guys in a video before this where she talks about how narcissism, you know, how white supremacy is more like narcissist white supremacy, right? Like the malignant narcissist, right? And that's the energy that a lot of us read into our readings, and we are unknowledgeable. And this is the one, you know, that thing, quiet elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. And this is why it makes them uncomfortable to hold themselves accountable of, you know, acting or treating other people or behaving in a specific way, and then not really acknowledging, like, there's a lot of people with a lot of privileges, right? Especially with the white energy, right? Which now they're like, oh no, we have stayed silent, we have benefited from this, and we have been the enablers of this horrific situation that's going on, and not addressing that, or being aware of that, or, you know, how can you fix things within yourself and your own communities. You know, it's important. Anyways, my other point is how systemic racism also, you know, operates in a way that it can not only cause harm, but it can cause delays, it can cause blockages, it can try to erase or destiny swap, like a lot of tarot readers tend to catch a lot of time. But I think sometimes it's intentional, where God is kind of like teaching them, God or Gaia, I still think she's a woman, but anyways, because it's not normal that, and this is why I was saying, like, also, like, I love other content creators and other people. That's why I'm like, I'm so grateful for everybody who, like, you know, changed the way that I thought, you know, and then that too, like, ever since then, I'm like, no, it just take action and change and start, you know, that energy. Tico is doing his little, this is how he harness negative energy and, like, transmute it and send it back to you. Tico is very lethal in the spiritual realm. He's huge too. So that's his warning for whoever tries to do anything to me or my community or anybody here. I see you too. Okay. So yeah, abilities of seers and all of that clairvoyant is getting more intensified, just as the resistance energy escalates as well. So is in the spiritual realm. It has been happening for a long time, so it's just a lot of you just keep ignoring the call. No shame, but eventually it calls you so much that you start experiencing, and it shouldn't wait until something to you happen. And that's why I would say, like, when I was unaware, everything was like fine. I was, everything was great. Not really, but and then when you start doing real readings, real truth, and then exposing evidence for 2.5 years in Telegram and everywhere else, and you see how like I was like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna be very popular, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care about popularity. I don't care about dirty ass motherfucking money. I'm not purchasable. That's what I wrote in one of my blogs. That if you look at writersdf.com, on Medium is there. I haven't been able to do that, but it's funny how today I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna finally put the plug into my website so it's free. Everybody can see it, because I know a lot of people can afford even $5 on Medium to members only energy, right? And there's some people who can see it for free, but those are the newcomers. But for all the other people who have exhaust your reading chances that you have at Medium, then that gets blocked for you, right? So today, the electricity left at 10:30 a.m. It is minus 20 something, like weather. A lot of us, the whole neighborhood has been with no electricity, and every time we try to check, it's like it stays the same. And apparently the expectation that the lights will come back, it will be at 8 p.m. at night. So I wasn't planning to do this at all, but you know how good magic works. At least a good one where spirit interferes through other people and trying to deliver a message for you no matter what. And I like to be that beacon. I like to be that bridge. So that's why I'm here. Taking a really intense situation because it's getting a bit cold, but I'll be fine. But it's been, since early in the morning. Everything is electrical here, so we can't really cook. So that's also another thing. I was like, okay, at least I have bread, and I'm being grateful for those things. I was like, okay, I can't complain. I'm still warm. I can't imagine what homeless people in my city are experiencing right now, and I hope that I'm constantly praying that other people have the kindness, and even myself, like, just give blankets if you see someone who's cold, or like give whatever you can, if you have money, like donate to feed families in Gaza who also are dealing with winter intense weather, but also in your communities and stuff like that. Like, homelessness and poverty should not fucking exist. Like, I don't understand why this is not normal for a lot of you. Like, why is this normal? You need to assess that. You need to assess, why do you think that condition and program that you think that people deserve to be killed just randomly, just like that, or beat up by a bunch of fucking demons, like 8 of them, like target this guy. Like, there's a video going viral right now that he was killed. We all saw the murder of this guy who was just there recording their atrocities, the violence that these ICE motherfucking pieces of shit are doing, and he got killed today. And my energy also today, I was thinking, like, but why is he alone? Why nobody came in and tried to, like, where are all the men? Where are all the people? Like, where's the protester? Like, right? They said that this was not a protester. This was just someone, like, watching because they were doing some weird shit. They've been doing weird shit in Minneapolis for, like, but they're fighting back. The strike yesterday that they had, by the time I'm filming, this is 24th. So yesterday, Minneapolis had a huge global strike. And it was successful. This is what they were not going to show you. So go check out my Telegram, go check out my IG broadcast. I've been posting there as much as I can. But I got to stop because I got to preserve some energy from the phone and electricity and stuff. Now I'm in candlelight for you guys to deliver the truth that the world doesn't want you to see. And most probably this message as well, because before I was opening stuff and I saw, like, Spirit wants to help you with something, like to be aware of something, okay? Or this is something that someone was doing in the past, so we'll investigate that. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the world, and shame on anybody, any creator right now, or any spiritual, whatever, tarot reader that you live in the States and you're not talking about your people. You're not talking about your people? Like, what do you mean? Use your platform. Instead of talking kakalaka with tarot readings and shit like that, which is, I know, I'm doing the exact same thing, but I'm giving you a little bit, I hope that this inspires a lot of you who watch me as well. Have the courage and the cojones, coñazo, coño. Take your fucking platform and talk about your people. The people that you say that you serve, right? That you say that you deliver truthful messages for them so that they can find love and they can be together or whatever. This fairy tale energy. Like, my energy for me is like, if you trying to heal people or trying to help them with love and stuff like that, and you're not helping them with the system that is trying to oppress them and keep them separated, you're part of the problem. And I know it's gonna trigger a lot of your inner demons, but that needs to be triggered. A lot of us are going through bullshit, fucked up shit. But you think because you have this huge ass platform, you have the privilege, you have this, oh, well, I have the upper hand, right? In a system like this, no, you don't. It's an illusion. You're talking about illusions. You're talking about people that should like protect themselves or protect their peace or whatever like that. But you're not helping protect that peace. How does that make you righteous person? A person of Christ, like a lot of you Christians, fucking Zionist pieces of shit, right? Yeah. Anyways, something to think about. Okay, I also want to say thank you to those who are constantly trying to make sure that everything's okay around here. I love you so much. Thank you for those who support me financially or just like videos or wait for me to come, or when I'm not here very often you get worried. I love you too. Thank you for trusting me with your energy and with this as a guide for you, to guide you, okay? As a new love and healing and protection and strength if you're one of the people who risk everything. Protesters, anybody who is advocating and standing up to motherfucking demon eyes. Now you understand the resistance fighting, right? You understand Palestine, right? Resistance, yeah, and Lebanon and everything. You understand, that's the point. They think that they're doing a disservice, but if anything, they're opening pathways that they already been open. It's just that they have blocked it. Call the fire energy. Cleansing. By the way, my cat, when he gets like that, is because there's a lot of energy trying to attack spiritually psychic. But I don't feel anything. I feel like just like my bubble just gets stronger, and then he gets more like, I don't know, I've been noticing that since yesterday. He's been like this, like really like, you know, but I see him in spirit. He eats all my attackers. It's actually quite beautiful.
Stop saving your oppressors. Now, the people in Minneapolis, Minnesota have been on fire with their resistance.
For sure.
It's something to not only be proud of, but something to aspire to in all places where ICE makes their presence known. Anti-Somali protest organizer, racist, and self-proclaimed Nazi is attacked in Minnesota. What is this nigga's name? Jake Lang, I believe. He's attacked in Minnesota and he's saved by a black man. If they would have beat him to death, what would the message have been? Now, the message that you fear is that these people are savages. Look, well, just because he had a different opinion, when the opinion is that you shouldn't exist, when the opinion is no knock warrants, Jim Crow, Nazi propaganda, Jim Crow practices, Nazi practices, knock on your door, drag you out your home, send you to a concentration camp or a detainment facility, and nobody ever sees or hears from you again. I don't know if you end up back in your country of origin or if you end up in a graveyard. But you fear these people are savages. Well, what is their message before you do it? These people are savages. The message before and after is going to be the same. Fuck how they feel. What is the message that they would receive? These people are willing to kill their oppressors. I don't know what the fuck.
God damn.
I'm a little excited.
Yeah.
The message that they receive is that these people are willing to kill their oppressors. That's the important message. The message you fear is that these people are savages. The message they receive is that these people are willing to kill their oppressors. And by you making sure he gets to safety, the message they received is, even when we organize and protest against their very existence, they will save us. You assist and aid oppression because of the message that you fear. During the BLM riots, there's a famous picture that came out of a black woman covering a police officer with her body to make sure that these protesters didn't beat that officer to death. And the message that was received is that even in the face of gunfire and the guns being aimed at you, you will save us. So of course we'll keep killing you, because no matter how mad you get, you won't kill us back.
So yeah, but living in the spiritual realm, a lot of you're so stuck, it's so sad. I mean, it's not a judgment or shame for this, okay? Because we haven't been taught this, and this has been demonized and desensitized and, you know, dehumanized, because it is human to have that spiritual gifts and talents, whichever way you have it. But mostly is intuition and discernment that fucking oligarchs, billionaires, and fucking toxic people who are cursed, they don't have this gift. Start using it. And you gotta use it, because they're planning on AI just taking over, and that's gonna backfire for sure. But in the meantime, we have to see and witness and atrocities and people who should be here. They should not be, no. I don't know why I feel like I can turn this off. Like I need to be like cleansing you guys' energy, or could be mine. I don't know, but a lot of you, please protect your energy out there, okay? Don't let, you know. Anyways, there's a lot of videos. I think probably I show you some, but then I don't know. I kind of going with like the flow, but before the light goes away and we're completely into dark, and that's something that as a hermit, Virgo energy, I tend to just thrive there. You know, patience and waiting in silence. Because a lot of us, we have faith and trust, like, you know, we are protected and cloaked, okay? Now, there's an energy who thinks that they are protected and cloaked, and they're not. And we can see right through them, so this pisses them off. This could be someone with gifts as well, but they use it for the wrong reasons, okay? Now, it says immature casting love spell. So you have a weird ass energy. The spirit wants to warn you that to be careful. Continue to, if you have to block or, you know, whatever energy. Like for example, today it was like heavy to go in on my settings on my phone and go on each app and turn off Siri updates or Siri, something about, it says, I went in private, I think it was privacy and then privacy settings. And then on each of the apps, you have to click each of the apps, even though you said that you don't want your data or anything to be taken from you or used in other apps or use as advertisement or use it to, you know. Now I noticed also that they haven't turned it off for each of the apps. So I went to each one of them and turned it off. It's just to update Siri or update or whatever. I just don't give a fuck about AI. I don't want that shit in my, so I'm resisting against this, right? I'm trying to protect my energy. At least what spirit guided me. If you want a video of more of that information, is on my repost on TikTok, okay? But I also noticed that even when I post videos and I talk about it on my G broadcast, it's like they got flagged and it got the video, yeah, I'll talk about it on my Telegram, that this video, which hopefully will be the next one, yeah, it got removed from Instagram. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know if it was a creator, Jupiter, you let me know, but if it was, like, that's fucked up. So a lot of us were heavily monitored, and especially because that too, it was like literally a couple minutes right after I said that this is why caregiving and being caring and empathetic and stuff like that is like a superpower and stuff like that. And that's the video that kind of like spirit was like, yeah, share it, you know. And yeah, so there's a curse for whoever took Jupiter's video that I posted on my G broadcast, and whoever ended up watching this, yeah, you'll know, and everybody will know, but they're not going to be here very long. Something will happen to their lineage or something like that. Like Father God was like, oh, like he kept saying, oh. So then he asked me to go on Jupiter's TikTok and get the video and bring it here to you guys.
So how can we capitalize from the collapse of the rules-based order, from the waning of globalization, from the rise of nationalism? We go hyperlocal. We follow the example of the civil rights movement. We follow the example of the pro-Palestinian movement, of the rise of the Tea Party in the United States. We form decentralized groups that work with each other in a tactical and strategic manner. And that means sometimes, for those of us who can, working with the enemy of our enemy. What do I mean by this? First, let me start off by saying I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter. If and when the revolution comes, I'm not going to be in the front lines because I would shoot myself in the nose. And my skill is organizing soup kitchens and making sure that elderly people get their medication on time. And I'm not denying that sometimes we need some violent revolution. I'm just saying that not everyone has the same skill sets. There are things that we can start doing now to make sure that if and when it happens, vulnerable people will get protected. When I say hyperlocal, I mean hyperlocal. How much do you know about your neighbor? How much do you know about your street? How much do you know about your neighborhood? How much do you know about your town? Because if you want to prepare for the decline of the rules-based order, this is where you start. Because if you go and see it in the streets of Minneapolis at this moment, people are rising up. Not just because of the horrendous injustice and violence that ICE is committing, but because ICE is committing it towards their neighbors, towards people that they know. It's this human connection that is driving people to the streets. So if you want to do a revolution, ask yourself, would my neighbor care if I was dragged into an unmarked car? So establish those bonds of solidarity when you can and where it's safe for you. How much do you know about your local politics? Who does what and when? What are the ordinances, bylaws, regulations, policies that rule the way that people move on a micro level? Because we all tend to underestimate the amount of power that is wielded locally. It is in your local politics that the practical application of rules that are made by central government are applied. And as the Republicans have shown during the Tea Party movement in the first mandate of Barack Obama, that is essential because you create a base of power. And are you a part of a union? Because unions are going to be back. Specifically because of reshoring and the anti-immigration sentiment sweeping the globe. And you're going to want to be there because you're going to want to protect yourself and stop the far right from gaining ground. Again, in a world in which globalization is on the wane, in which nation-states are starting to reassert the same role that they had in the turn of the 20th century, in which international organizations are going to have less power, it also means that our own politicians are going to have more accountability and less wiggle room to blame their errors and their greed on vast sweeping movements of the economy and history. All of us, at a micro level, are going to have to become machines of change that are pushed forward by our desire to make the world a better place. I'm not saying that this is a solution for everything, of course it's not, but it's a start. Let's start.
Donald Trump's not the problem. MAGA's not the problem. ICE isn't even the problem. They're all symptoms. I mean, ICE is an imminent problem. They're an invading force in multiple cities and states, and they are literally a weaponized version of the Klan that is state-sponsored and has endless amount of money for some reason. But even if all three of those went away today, we would still have the problem. And the problem is this. White people, people who look like you and me, we've allowed white supremacy to flourish in this country for generations and generations and generations, so long that people don't even recognize it, myself included sometimes, right? I had a moment just last weekend or just earlier this week in New Orleans where I was speaking with a guy on a trolley who grew up there. And he's like, well, you're from the South, right? I grew up in North Carolina. That is the South. You might want to fight me on that. It's not the deep South. He said, you know why everyone's so polite here? And I was like, I don't. And he was like, well, we had to be. He was like, everyone had to be polite to each other, especially black people to white people, because if we didn't address them properly, we would get killed. I make U.S. history content. And I didn't even think about that. I grew up in the South and I didn't even think about that. That's how normalized every day white supremacy is in our country. And if the white people in this country don't decide that they're going to extricate the cancer that is white supremacy from themselves, from their homes, from their communities, from everything that they are surrounded with, we will be right back in this position 5 years from now, 10 years from now, however long it takes for the cycle to regenerate, because it will happen. Trump's not the problem. MAGA's not the problem. ICE isn't the problem. It's white supremacy. It's been white supremacy. It will be white supremacy. It's always been that. And if we don't work towards it to fix it now, then when? Oh, and by the way, if you're a white person watching this, guarantee you, when we get rid of white supremacy and the systemic white supremacy that kills people every day, every single one of us will be healthier. We'll all be wealthier. We'll have better access to food. We could even have walkable cities. We could have walkable cities, but that's white supremacy in action, right? The way we've designed our cities is white supremacy in action. So just think about where you want this country to be in 5 or 10 years. Think about how loud you want to be. You will lose people. That's okay. We'll have each other. Let's go for it.
To say the Black Panther Party would not be fighting against ICE and would not be standing up for immigrant populations is quite literally misrepresenting the politic of the Black Panther Party. Now, I know y'all hate sources, books, and facts, so before I get into the history, I just need to say that ICE just kidnapped a 5-year-old child in order to lure his parents out of the house so they could kidnap all of them too. The Black Panther Party was pro-Black, yes, but they were not pro-Black capitalist. They were not pro-Black oppressor. They were pro-Black in a way that understood the international implications of being Black, not only in America, but all over the world. An example of that internationalist politic was the Panthers Party's stance on Palestine. Here we have a book, Black Power in Palestine. Let's read. The international attention garnered by armed Palestinian guerrillas from groups like Al-Fatah and the Popular Front for Liberation of Palestine in the years 1967 caught the attention of Black Power militants. Of third world struggles being waged in the 1960s, the Panthers could more easily relate to Palestinians as Arabs and Muslims than any other Asian freedom fighters, such as the folks in the Viet Cong. The contemporary popularity of Fanon's Rector of the Earth, with its many references to Negroes and Arabs, and the descriptions of the Algerian War of Independence, along with the film The Battle of the Algiers and the travel to Algeria and elsewhere in North Africa and the Middle East carried out by a number of Black Americans, helped further the bonds of revolutionary and cultural solidarity between American Blacks and Arab Muslims. Being silent and complacent also makes you a fascist. Because if you are loud about your advocacy against immigrants, populations, if you're loud in your support for ICE, but you are silent about the oppression of marginalized people, you are indeed a fascist. And if you are a fascist, you cannot call yourself pro-Black, period. Because anti-Blackness is the foundation of all oppression, all marginalization, all over the globe. I said all that to say CIN 5. CIN 5, y'all. Goddamn.
And then he wants to see if they try to remove it from the YouTube. I don't know. He's targeting each of the apps. So we are living karmas. Like a lot of us, we are the living karma. Jupiter's a living karma. A lot of us are. Most pro-Palestine, we are. And that's why these toxic white supremacists, racists, motherfucking, they don't understand, because they don't have this spiritual knowledge. They don't have it. They're envious and jealous all the time. So they're envious and jealous of all of us speaking the truth, and we don't have to do evil shit like they do. That's also the problem. They're jealous and envious that we don't have to be slimy, conniving, corrupt, stealing, or anything like that to maintain our stability, to, stand in righteous, to in truth and justice and clarity. And they have to constantly be lying, paying for propaganda. Propaganda, there's many ways of propaganda, but there is anyways, my point is, that a lot of you, they're trying to block it any possible way. They're paying like really intense people to create situations that is not even there, confusion and all this stuff. But also for a specific, some of you, casting love spell, this is obviously a very mature and not, well, here also when they do this type of shit, they are blocking their own, especially if you are someone who is anointed, who is doing their North Star, who is speaking the truth and clarity, who is standing in their authentic self, who is sovereign. Okay, I'm telling you, when you have that authentic energy and you have a strong discernment and intuition, and you're educated and you have emotional intelligence and you care about others, not just for yourself, this is powerful. And it freaks out those who are not powerful, who are immature, who are useless and leeches to this fucking planet and humanity. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Spirit just wants to warn you that there's someone who wants to come back. Come back to what though? I don't know, but they're trying to get into your field. So this is going to be someone that you blocked, that doesn't understand boundaries, or that just feels very narcissistic, to be honest. Casting love spell is a control manipulation energy, right? They're trying to take away someone's free will from choosing who they want to be with freely. This is someone who's like controlling, manipulating that person to either stay with them if they're already in a relationship with this person, or to go towards them if they never had any relationship. So this could, for a lot of you, could be someone like really controlling, manipulative. Okay, so take it how it's gonna leave with us then. Okay, so Spirit says to purge, and it's very interested that fire is what right now is keeping nice and cozy warm right now, and this hasn't been electricity. Is there's something about that. So let me know in this, and for a lot of you, if you're watching this when you don't have electricity, or when there's something going on that is affecting you, that you're, because there's something that you have to purge. You have to purge this energy. You have to purge, you know. And I feel like a lot of you are, but Spirit's just guiding you, like in case that like you see them or something, or I don't know. There's an energy of purging. Like when I wrote this, I remember I had to purge this karmic energy that like this trauma that it was just constantly, you know, and it's still happening. I just that I had to like the energy of like, okay, no, I give it to God, like, you know, like, and that's it. Like he or she always keeps saying to me, revenge is mine. You just do what I tell you. Just revenge is mine. So remember that, okay? Someone working to break your love life, marriage, and relationship. Hexes and curses backfire. Okay? So this is the energy of someone either in a relationship with someone like this, and this curse or whatever they did to keep you guys separated, it backfired. It's not working. It never, I don't think it ever worked at this point. I feel like this is someone who was just stuck in fear. And okay, others of you, this is someone who like not with you anymore. So this could be an ex or something like that, or doesn't have to be. It doesn't even have to be platonic. It could be like an ex-friend or ex-co-worker. A lot of you have some weird ass co-workers that you need to fucking block, okay? Block from your contacts, block from everything, block from social media. This is fucking weird. For a lot of you, this is someone jealous and envious because they will never have a relationship. They know it. Like, yeah. Casting love spell that blocks your love life forever. Especially if you're dealing with like someone who's anointed. You're cursed forever. Just like oligarch billionaires and Israel. And every fucking from motherfucking Zionist energy. Yeah, they're all fucking cursed. Everyone. All of them. All these white supremacists, they're lack education. They're not educated, by the way. The fucking ICE people. Yeah, Spirit keeps saying they're dumbasses. So continue. You're smarter than them. Like, just ask them to read. You can ask them to read something. They don't know how to read, Spirit said. So these are the people they will call us, who are energy readers, who actually can read and write and, you know, write scientific papers and stuff like that. They will call us dumb bitches, right? Before they try to murder you, right? 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 Yeah. So they will call us dumb bitches or witches or whatever, or that we are, you know, weak ass motherfucking wounded masculine energy. I don't even consider them masculine, to be honest. This is pure Israeli demon shit. Learning from this energy. Also, Canada, disappointed. As always, I guess. Meaning, what do you expect? It's a colonial entity. But yeah, these people are profiting from ICE here in Canada, by the way. Do your research. I have plenty on my Telegram if you. And Father God keeps saying today, expose your attackers. So for a lot of you, do not take it personal what I say. Some of my attackers are not in your fucking level yet. You know what I'm saying? They're actually in a low vibration than you, but they think that they're better than you, than my actual people who actually care to change systems. So yeah. So my energy here is also exposing the evil and guiding my people to the right alignment and the right energy the spirit wants to guide them. Create clear and demand justice. Anyways, yeah, so liar, compulsive, or compulsive liar. So a lot of you, they could be saying that. So there's a 𝓂𝆃Collective energy here. There's a lot of like gaslighting, denial, and gaslighting and stuff. So it's kind of like pointing to you what they were doing in the past. This is what they were doing.
Now, more than ever, it is important for you to know what 𝓂𝆃Collective is. And for those who don't know what 𝓂𝆃Collective is, I'm going to explain. But it is a manipulation tactic that abusers and wrongdoers use to avoid accountability for the things that they do. The reason why it's important for you to know is because once you know it, you can see it and you cannot be confused by it, and you're not letting them get away with it. 𝓂𝆃Collective is an acronym, and it stands for Deny, Attack, Reverse Victim, and Offender Role. It's often used in abusive dynamics and relationships when someone is trying to hold a person accountable for the damage and harm that they've done. And what this can look like is, hey, you hurt my feelings when you said that. And it's like, oh, you're saying that I hurt your feelings? I didn't hurt your feelings. I just told the truth. You attacked me and you tried to stop me from being able to tell the truth. You're somebody who's an attacker of the truth. You don't like the truth. This is the problem. You're always trying to stop me from speaking. That's just one example of how 𝓂𝆃Collective could work. But it happens on a mass scale too, right? We can witness a whole organization, institution, branch of government commit an atrocity in front of our very eyes, and then look at us and deny it and then attack you for bringing it up because they're saying that you don't support patriotism. You're not like somebody who's down for justice. You're obstructing justice. Then they will reverse that victim and offender role. Suddenly you become a terrorist every time you try to highlight that they're doing some nefarious stuff. 𝓂𝆃Collective. Know what 𝓂𝆃Collective is. Understand when you're witnessing 𝓂𝆃Collective. The best thing to do when you're somebody is trying to do the 𝓂𝆃Collective method on you is to hold true to what you believe and to not debate the bullshit. It's bullshit. And it's manipulative on purpose. Hope this helped.
Oh, this is what they've been doing, but a lot of you literally spot, like, you can read this energy from afar. A lot of you are truth tellers. You can, like, that's your enhancement now. You can see, feel, like, even higher intensely liars and compulsive liars. So narcissist, they can't stand you. Sadist, psychopath, and that's fine. Let them deal with their inner demons. You continue being truthful and continue, because that's what is exposing these liars. Yes, exactly. Have faith and trust. Your angels are protecting you. You can call on them, and if you ever need to, if you ever feel some type of way. Okay? Like, that's my little angel. He's just in the living form as a cat, but in the spirit, I've seen him. Yeah. So that's why, like, warlocks and all these people, all the shit that they're doing to, like, slow me down or slow the community, try to, like, block it and do weird shit and finance my finances or with the law, all this weird shit, like, it's backfiring on their asses right now. It has always been. Yeah. So a lot of you con artists, so this is why spirit is guiding you, like, there's a con artist that wants to come back to you. Just use your discernment. I feel, honestly, that this is what this person used to say about you. If you were, like, someone who is, like, magical or different or outside of the norm or works outside of the status quo. So I feel like this is what they were used to say about you, or they listen to other people that used to say that about you. And now it's like, oh, they're eating their words. It's getting really dark. But it's nice to have the lights here. It's really pretty. Like, it's really cozy. But yeah, electricity, not here yet. Voodoo dolls. Damn. So this is someone who used voodoos and stuff like that on you, or some of you, this is someone who discovered someone's voodoo, this con artist. So a lot of you who either someone's ex is a con artist, or a lot of you discover this con artist, a lot of you you're gonna discover the voodoo dolls or something like that, or maybe they will say that they were saying that they knew how they could voodoo. Like, they were lying, so much lies. Someone wants to like deteriorate your reputation because theirs is already destroyed. Like, a lot of people can see, right? Like, this is something that someone like who is a narcissist sadist hates the most, is being their mask being pulled off them and not able to pretend anymore that they're not that persona that they created, so to fool and manipulate a lot of people. So yeah. So this voodoo doll is now used to try to attract this person. Whoever is immature here, like they're doing like a comeback spells or something like that. So this is someone who someone woke up from this cycle and like broke the spell or broke the generational curse and ran away from them, and like this narcissist cannot believe it, and they're like blaming you or blaming someone, like blaming everybody except like them taking accountability that they were fucked up. Like, why are you doing that shit? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why do you need to do that? I never understood that shit. Like why do you need to force someone to be with you, to love you and shit like that? That's so weird. Like, that's not true, genuine way. Like, it will never be true. It just won't.
If your spirituality isn't teaching you to stand up to injustice, it is failing you. If your education isn't teaching you to stand up to injustice, it is failing you. If your economic policies and stance aren't teaching you to stand up to injustice, it is failing you. If your romantic relationships aren't teaching you to stand up to injustice, they are failing you. If your friendships aren't teaching you to stand up to injustice, they are failing you. If your spiritual ceremonies aren't teaching you to stand up to injustice, they are failing you. If your meditation is not teaching you to stand up to injustice, it is failing you. If the love of life is not teaching you to stand up to injustice, your life is failing you. We were not meant to be cogs in a machine. We were not meant to just make money. We as human beings, according to the indigenous traditions that I come from, are lovers of life, of Mother Earth. We're meant to center the children and the sacred elements. And anything that doesn't teach that is failing you. All systems of education, spirituality, economics, politics were meant to make sure that we don't put leaders into place who worship death, who think it's okay to grape children and women, who think it's okay to extract from Mother Earth endlessly, who think it's okay to start war in the name of money or religion or thought. If your spirituality, economic stance, meditation, friendships, romance is not teaching you to stand up to injustice, it has failed you. Follow for more. Newsletter and mystery school in the bio. I can't speak everything on here, but I'm going to give you as much as I can as an educator, okay? From the Switch in the Woods, blessed be. Oh, please like, share, and comment. I'm super shadow banned right now, so just do your thing. Thank you, babes. Bye.
I'm not a doomer. I am a revolutionary optimist to my core. But that also means you got to start with the truth. And the truth is that just going out and feeling like you got to say something and like yell and shout about it and march about it, that is, I understand the reaction, but you aren't doing anything. We're going to have to be uncomfortable. We're going to have to do things that are different than we have done them before. We're going to have to cancel subscriptions. We're going to have to stop buying things. We're going to have to start sharing things with our neighbors. We're going to have to start doing buy nothing. We're going to have to actually shut the machine down. They're not going to stop at Gaza. And there will probably be reactions from other countries to what they're doing in Gaza. And when that happens, all of the lights and the switches on our tremendous military machine are going to get flipped. And the Death Star is going to start firing. And we're the ones working the levers on it. We're the ones who are giving the energy to it so that it can fire and destroy the next thing. Like it or not, that's the truth. If you want to help the people of Gaza, or the people of Yemen, the people here in prisons, people here at our borders, we have to actually do something different and figure out how to shut this down, because they're not listening to us. They don't care about our votes. They don't care about our words. They don't care about our marches. They don't care. So if you do care, you'll need to find a different way to get involved. We all do.
This is what manipulative controller freaks will never understand, because that's their life. They constantly want to control and manipulate people, you know? Okay. Hopefully you can see me. Sorry for my dark eyes. My dark under my eyes. Ok, Spirit, Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre, venga a nosotros el reino. Hágase tu Okay. So, oh, wait, there's these two cards here. So 22 and 21. Oh, so I went from 22 to 21. So we have the return transmutation. Ooh, wee. Okay. Damn. So a lot of you, your spirit guides, your ancestors, even yourself and your higher self in the spiritual realm, when you go to sleep or you meditate, you're transmuting this energy and then you're returning it back. But I think you're returning it back with, or it's turned back. Like, no, this is God's power. This is Creator. Yeah, this is why your angels are protecting you, because this is all these lies, all these like that they're saying about you is coming back to them. But also it's like they've been trying to break. So a lot of you, you're single and you're supposed to be with someone. Yeah, so this is someone who tried to like block this relationship, this union and stuff like that. So yeah, Spirit's transmuting and alchemizing this. So there's a purge going on. So yeah, this is pissing a lot of people off, or whoever's connected to this, or whoever needs to hear this. Okay. Again, you're the kind-hearted, okay? Oh, so this... I feel like this kind-hearted energy keeps popping out. I feel like this is like the last reading that I did, or the reading before this, so check it out. Victories. Oh shit, yeah, exactly. So they're saying like all the kind-hearted people, look, they're so mad. They're gonna have victory. Everybody is kind-hearted. Everybody who helps other people has empathy. Yeah, they will never win, and that you have to believe. Yeah, because the energy of action cannot be dismissed. Like we are more than them. It's just what it is. A lot of you, that's also victory. Like someone feels, I don't know, I feel like someone feels relief that all these lies was not true. Like deep down they believe you, they know that you were speaking, but it was too much. I feel like this person didn't know you enough so that they can create a judgment or whatever. So I think they judge you based on, bueno, that's on them. That's their energy to work on. So who's here? Oh, yeah. So we have Archangel Metatron, the keeper of records. 16 can be significant. Okay. Spiritual power, esoteric wisdom, and sacred geometry. So yeah, numerology, astrology. So a lot of you, this person could be doing that, or you, or a lot of you, you're doing that. It's beautiful. Try to find the right people to do this stuff, because there's a lot of people bullshitting around the tubes, but they're good ones now. Especially they talk about what's going on in the world and stuff like that. There's good astrologers and there's good like numerologists, and just like everything in, like, you know, there's the good and the bad, you know. But for a lot of you, if you land into a lot of weird ass ones, then it's just for you to learn discernment, okay? And now you'll know like which is good for you, and it feels good and it resonates with your intuition, you know. So it says, I'm focusing on my heart and doing what I can do right now for what I can change. I choose to let go and trust God, Allah, our creator, okay? So there's a lot of faith and actually victory as well. So I feel like Archangel Metatron is guiding this person. okay, to like take some action, maybe hold themselves accountable. So for a lot of you, it's the past energy that we were just talking about. There's probably lingering watching this reading and other people's reading and stuff like that, but Spirit wants to let you know that this energy has been cut off, okay? The karmic energy, or some energy that has been, yeah, here, chasing, persistent, hunting down, resilient, okay? I feel like, yeah, this clown energy, this is a clown, okay? So it says degrading appearance and shame and humiliation. So this is like their worst fear. So I feel like this is something that they were trying to do. This is part of their love spell, or try to create sympathy. But before that, they were degrading, and they were doing something to, could be your beauty or something, or keep you in shame, or some type of humiliation energy. For some of you, this person feels like a clown for believing all these motherfucking clowns and stuff. They don't want to be associated with those people. So this is someone who ghosted a lot, blocked in a lot of weird ass energy, that they're like, yeah, I will never be like you. I'm not associated to you. This is someone who wants to change, who has been changing. So that's why this karmic energy knows that this person is coming back. Are they coming with a new energy? Let's see. Yeah, denial. Okay, so again, Darbo energy here, anchor in reverse. So it says contradicting, refusal, dismissal, not facing reality. So this is someone in denial, or they were in denial, or they still in the energy of denial, of like, for some of you, I don't know, might be too late, and some of you not. Like, a lot of you have faith. Like, a lot of you could be also in denial, because you're like, yeah, I will never look back to anybody who like listens, or to other people who lie about me, or gossip about me. But there's a truth that you need to hear from this person about the situation, that is going to confirm things that you did not see. Not everything is for you to see. And I feel like the energy of this Metatron is like, he wants to show you the real truth, the real evidence, could be real writing energy or paper. There's something that you're supposed to see, and Spirit wants you to have faith, wishing, praying, hope. This person is praying for, I feel like a lot of you pray that this person lets go of this denial. There's something that they're denying themselves, but also I feel like, oof, this karmic is so annoying. So they're very invested in your energy for some of you. This is why I can't, like, they're invested. They're trying to, they can't accept this new energy, or like their plans didn't work out, or like, okay, so yeah. Singles in reverse, guys. Okay, so it says independent freedom from attachment available today. Okay, so why did the single energy came up in reverse? Because I'm not, like, if you're already with someone, please leave this. You can stay just to learn other things, but it's weird that you're watching readings when you're already with someone. Please, yeah. See, hardness, cutting off, erratic decision. Yeah. Okay, so they weren't single. Oh, okay, so they could have lied. They said that they were single. They could pretend to be single, because they were denying this connection. Okay, thank you, Spirit, because that made no sense. But yeah, they did this stream. I think they cut you off. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's like, what the hell? They were so cold. They ran away from real love, and yeah, they regret that now. Yeah, memories in reverse. Bueno. Reminiscing, dwelling, good times, looking back. You're not thinking about them. This is bothering them. Well, yeah, what the hell? You're gonna think of someone who doesn't talk to you, or has any communication? Like, this is a bit delulu on this person's end. But there's a karma here, like making sure that this person blocking memories. They're blocking something in their mind. This is fucked up. This person is sick in the fucking head. Anyways, one of the spells is to keep this person single. With someone, not with you. And they're going through the extreme. A lot of you feel like this person is not single. They are. It's just you have really energetic karmic energy trying to it's weird. But I feel like they're using the fact that this person has so much fear to come and talk to you or contact you or something like that. They have faith though. I see that they have hope still. But this karmic is now using mind manipulations. It's not just love spells. That's just a warning for whoever needs to know. You already know this for whoever is supposed to have this union. Yeah, so this clown is in their terms, right? Like the secrets. They hold a lot of secrets though. Not your person. This, why they're trying, like Spirit's trying to, it's like they're trying to hijack this reading, whoever this clown. Working out, begging, negotiating. Yeah, it's this karmic. They don't want to let, they're going to the streams to keep this person in this single and not single energy. So this could be someone like not even with them, but it could be like a sibling or someone like really toxic, like, because they don't want to see them with you. For some of you, they're very jealous and envious of whoever you are. Wow, this is really dark. I like it like this. Now you could just listen to me. Adrenaline. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So this is high commitment. So it's interesting that this wants to remain hidden, and you have the memories and reverse and someone going to the extreme. To the extreme. And now it could be for a lot of you like they wanted something to turn off, like your light, or like something bad happened to you or something like that, or and it's now for a lot of you, you're like alchemizing and transmuting that energy. So this video is gonna piss them off if they watch it, right? Because they're like, oh fuck, they're still like, you know. I feel like this is someone who like, for a lot of you, oh, what a weird energy though. Okay, I just wanted to see what the, yes, there you go, indigo in reverse. They're not. I feel like a lot of you have a pretender here. Oh yeah, pretender, twin flame in reverse. Yes, this is the fake twin. Oh, the fake one who could be a very dark witch or very warlock, and this is someone that this fake ass twin was saying about you. And then your person deny it because they were stuck in their ego. But I feel like they knew also that they were stuck with this fucking psycho. That you're the real deal. You're the real indigo. Yeah, the person you are inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly insensitive, natural born leader. So it says that they're not. So this is something they could be saying about you. That this is why this person, they kept this person in denial. They kept agreeing this person's denial. So, oh my God, Archangel Metatron is like working really hard with this person. Like, dude, you're not with the right person. Like, wake the fuck up. You're with a leech, parasite, that's doing weird shit in your energy. Man, it's gonna be even much harder for Metatron, but I know he will accomplish this because Archangel Metatron is awesome. But it definitely has been a lot of work, because if this person has never learned about real spirituality or how this works, or if they've never been educated, you know, just like a lot of people have never been educated about racism and white supremacy, and now they're educating themselves, and now they're relearning, and now it's like, holy cow, and everything is coming all at once. And now they're realizing like where they're at and where they should act on, and then they trust their angels and intuition and ancestors, and like, fuck, some of my ancestors are fucked up, especially for white people, and they're like, fuck this, fuck colonizers. And they start, you know, once you're educated and have the knowledge, you know, humans have the capability of really beautiful emotional intelligence once they are, you know, in a good head space and have the right tools and the right knowledge, and they are capable of, you know, go from apathy to empathy. It's just that the oligarchs and fucked up leeches, parasitic, don't want you guys to know that. They want you to stay in that parasitic, narcissistic system and continue doing weird shit or feeding off like really fucked up shit that is happening in the world. And you think it's, no. Anyways, there's that shift. But don't be naive, because not everybody is in that road and is in that path, okay? Wow, it's really dark for me to see anything. I cannot see. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do some tarot and then I'm gonna bounce it out. It's really dark. Where is that Pico? He's still there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's still there. One of my candles. It's kind of. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's see. If I make it closer, there you go. Oh. It's not about me. It's about the message, okay? All right. But I need to see the cards. Oh, no, not really. Nine of Pentacles. Who is in the Nine of Pentacles? Ooh. Okay, so yeah. That's hard. Like, ooh, love? Nine of Pentacles? Ooh, Hierophant. Yeah. Oh, shit. Bueno. Okay, so this karmic is gonna be livid. Because, yeah, their plan, everything backfired. It did not work. Metatron is, yeah. So a lot of you, your person is connecting more with Metatron. A lot of you like resonate with like Archangel Michael or Gabriel. They are with Metatron. So that can give you an indication. Like maybe this person will tell you like, oh, just if when they come back and talk to you, because a lot of you don't know if you're speaking or you're talking. Oh, wait, came sideways. Justice. Ooh, so yeah, someone's taking a leap of faith. And I'm not gonna say anymore because I feel like if this energy is trying to like interfere with what's going on with you guys and the plans that Archangel Metatron has, like just talk to, like ask God to, or Creator and your angels to show you who this person is. For some of you, it could be a copycat or someone who comes before you, actual twin. Okay, so be aware of that, be careful with that. Justice talks about also balancing and harmony with the Nine of Pentacles. I just talked about that today on TikTok, so it was this morning. So I keep saying, like, you have a lot of faith. Have faith. I feel like this person is learning to do that because I feel like they thought it was like dead or something because they can't believe also they're, I don't know, I feel like this person has realized a lot of things and they're coming to the realization. So I feel like for a lot of it, you will speak to them. For a lot of you just like, okay, you will listen, but you were just like, okay. But the Nine of Pentacles and Justice is, that's your justice. Being single, successful. A lot of you are celibate. You're beautiful. Nine of Pentacles is self-made. Yeah, I know it makes a lot of people uncomfortable with that word for some reason, but yeah, there's people. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Oh, okay. Beautiful energy. And the King of Pentacles. Wow. So yeah, someone wants to collaborate or work. Wow, it's just beauty and intelligence. And it's not just beauty. Like, you are very smart. Justice. So yeah, for a lot of you, they win. For some of you, it's like they want, if this is not like a love thing, this is more like Queen of Wands is someone who is a leader. It's spiritually, like a lot of people could be, there's a lot of eyes on this person that this divine masculine wants to come back to, but they know they fucked up. Yeah, and they're mad. Who is mad? The King of Swords. Also, this is fast communication, like fast food, or a lot of you talk fast, maybe. Oh yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. No, like this is slow. Ooh. By the way, if you see a seagull or eagle, okay, that's a confirmation as well. Horses could be significant. An owl. Yeah, this is someone who went from denial about spirit, faith, and ancestor and stuff to actually having an experience where they have to survive a fucking demon and block it and ghost it and probably create a restraining order and then realize that what you were saying about these motherfuckers is true. So a lot of you are a seer or a spiritual warrior or something like that. Not necessarily for a lot of you, you are someone who is an advocate or is a truth teller or is a pro-teller. Yeah, you're someone, yeah. you're trying to bring justice not only for your own self but for other people, and you do it with class, with beauty, with like really yeah. So I see why there's people that are trying to copy your energy or trying to take your energy, or maybe do it like you do it, you know, but it's kind of like nah, it's not the same. Six of Pentacles, this is someone who wants to be reciprocal or give back to what you put out, or this is someone who's going to support, or they want to support you, or whatever it is that you're. Yes, oh my goodness, the Sun, that's a yes. Thank you, Spirit. The Sun, so they see you as you're the light. Something is being exposed here, but yeah, they know about this energy. They know that they're attacking you. I feel like this person like has been guided by your angels, so like send you prayers and like protect you and stuff like that. So a lot of you could be far away, but it might feel that way. But it's just for now, the distance is good, because I feel like this person needs to close completely this karmic energy, especially if this other person is kind of violent. It's not kind of, they are violent. Someone who literally tries to like steal your free will or try to take from you something that belongs to you, that they know that it belongs to you, or trying to slow this down, or trying to slow down the truth being exposed about them, about what they've said, or the lies that they have said, or maybe their anger issues or something like that. Something here has been exposed for this person to rectify themselves, let's say, but you still have to hold them accountable as well, because they were colluding with this energy, and also they were against you at some point, and you know, they didn't know you, so they start judging and they start collaborating with this energy, and they regret that shit. Okay, but still, it is caused harm. It caused something here. I don't know, this is energetically a spiritual warfare, some type of spiritual violence, I would say. Okay, yeah, but this is where you're guarded, because I feel like you just protecting your energy, you're feeding off their energy. So if this person was like silent or defensive or something like that, or like stoic, so you just like, okay, I'm just not gonna feed into that energy, I'm just gonna retreat and go back into my bubble. And that's what it is. Like, I feel like this is an energy where they're angry for some of you, this karmic, that this attack or whatever, that yeah. And also, like, not only you're protected, but you're like exposing them, you know, for some of you. Yeah, it's normal. You're gonna be guarded when if this energy tries to, like, for a lot of you, it's them. They're protecting you from some, yeah, because they know, it's like they feel it, like, I'm hopeful, I have faith, I know I'm gonna come back into this, but I'm not in the right space or the right mind to be who this person needs me to be. Okay, yeah, because they're still stuck in fear. There's still a lot of, one of those fears and one of those secrets that they keep is that they love you. Yeah, look at this shit. I literally, I just broke it down. It wasn't planning to. You are someone's wish. You're someone's prayer, okay? Believe that. And it has to come up in the middle of all truths that I'm exposing here. But you need to understand something. Look, you're divine counterparts, and you could probably be very psychic and very intuitive. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but not necessarily. It just means you guys are meant to be in tune and stuff like that. Lemurian could be significant. Atlantis could be significant. Mermaid Kingdom, Marine Kingdom. Yeah, so look. There you are, all beautiful. And then there's this King of Pentacles, someone very loyal, stoic, and probably finance and stable. And then it's like this confusion energy, and then there's your person. So I feel like they could have looked at someone who has money or something, or listened to an advice. So see, I feel like, see the strength, the sticky, they were trying to gain strength to tell you something. They're building the courage, because I feel like it is simple, but it's not that simple. Yeah, they have to heal. There's something that they have to heal before they come towards you. And I think that requires a lot of self-control and strength and discipline. So I feel like this is someone who has learned the lesson and is willing to change that. Yeah, so this is someone who literally, spirit, God, and your ancestors, everybody's been working on this energy. So the fact that there's so many energies attacking this and trying to sign in this, trying to make it dark so you don't see, could be, you know, and maybe trying to soften your heart, because I feel like you're gonna be pissed, right? Because it's like, how can you get fooled by someone who's like copying me, kind of thing, right? So this is your energy, that feminine. Like, how can you compare me to that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of you, it's not about looks, but I feel like it's like, how can you, that's how you understand them as well, how low they have to be in order to accept that. Like, where were your standards? A lot of you, like, where were your standards? Like, what were you thinking? And I feel like it's gonna be a good, healthy conversation once you have it. It's just like, this person has to heal this fear of like, and they have to forgive themselves. A lot of you have forgiven them and you just continue your life, but I feel like this is someone who has to forgive themselves. Okay, pay the karmic debt. They know that you have good dharma. I'm telling you, they could be thinking about you right now. Right? Oh, see? My Tico. He's dreaming. Did you hear that? So he's dreaming about you? Oh, this is good. All right, Spirit, what else? Everyone else, the collective to know in the midst of all this crazy, but yeah. 2 of Cups. But the 2, you're going to be confused. You're going to feel a little foggy, but a lot of you is, yeah. There's a lot, I'm telling you, there's a karmic energies. This is why they have to cut it off. Spirit said to be patient. This is a battle between spirit of good and evil and an earth angel and the 3D energy. Okay, it's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot of conflict. They're sending you a lot of conflict. They're sending a lot of energy because they know, yeah, look at that, the Empress. You're the Empress. It's you who they want. And a lot of you don't want to hear it. You say like, oh, okay, yeah, they want me now, huh? Yeah, I hear you. I hear the pessimism, the cynicism. Okay, I hear it. So this is why it's not for everybody. Okay, this is why you have to talk to Father God, pray. Every one of my readings, I pray all the time before I release them, that it gets to the right person that needs this message, because it's not for everybody. Okay, so this is why you have to use discernment. So I also teach discernment here, if you be paying attention, right? It's not just also speaking the truth and all that. You also have to understand that the spiritual comes with the political. Spiritual comes with environment. Spiritual comes with climate change. Spiritual come with what's going on in the world to change systems. The spiritual come with acknowledging racism and white supremacy and trying to eradicate and abolish that from our own, like, our root, right? And out. Me, I just focus on the internal guidance and healing. Yeah, see, the light is trying to, but they don't want. It's like this energy doesn't want you guys to know this. Yeah, they want to end it before it even starts, but then that's what is being transmuted and alchemized, right? There's transformation here. So okay, so the 2 of Cups. What's the 2 of Cups like? They feel connected to you even when you're separated. That's what I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, oh my goodness, yes. This is past life. Only people who understand what I just said will understand what I'm saying. Spirit and Father God, your angels are trying to communicate with you. Look at the numbers, synchronicities, symbols. Pentacles talks about money, wealth. Also, this is who is attacking this person or was attacking this person. It is very hard for them to understand that their own family hate them that much and are jealous and envious of them that much, and you, that they're willing to do the worst of the worst to stop this from happening. Especially this person being sovereign, having stability and balance with you, having this wealth, this generational wealth here that was trying to be stolen, but it's protected by divine. A lot of you will be one of those few leaders of the new earth. You're going to be the first ones. So make sure you have fun with it, okay? And disrupt whatever needs to be disrupted. You're going to be one of the first ones. So this is why this energy wants to be this to be hidden. Yeah, judgment. Oh my goodness. Judgment and the 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Pentacles converse with the Hierophant. And then you have the judgment with the 10 of Cups. Damn. Some of you, this person could have built that with someone and they disappear. Yeah, but they kept watching you. They really thought, I feel like they listened to just the wrong motherfucking people. But somehow they have faith and trust, and they know, like, you're gonna judge. Yeah, this awakening has awakened the fuck out. Oof. This awakening, this ego death is hard because, yeah, the truth has been exposed to them about their past trauma, their past family doing weird satanic weird shit to keep them stuck, to keep them in karmic energy, to not see, you know, that they are an earth angel just like their divine counterpart. Yeah, that's the sneaky and lies energy, but that karma is coming back. Wheel of Fortune, and I keep saying coming back to them. It's gonna backfire, whoever, and then that, I feel like this is gonna be like the revelation for this person when they see people's karma. Some of them, they're gonna see someone that they're gonna know, like, oh, it was you, motherfucker. But yeah, it's all in divine timing, it's all in divine purpose, though. Yeah, they're dreaming. 7 of Cups, this Emperor. Okay. All right. Do you want to share some messages from them? Let's see. What do they want to say to you, divine feminines? What is this person? Well, if they were here, what would they say to you? All right, this is hearts hidden. Okay. But I do have. Okay, this one can say something, I guess. Okay, first is they're clinging. They're holding on, obsessing, and spying. That's the first, okay? But they don't want you to know that. But that's what's been happening. Because they just love your energy. They cut everyone off so that they can enjoy your energy. Because everybody was just watching. There was a lot of eyes on this person. And on you as well. But now they feel like safer. Like wherever they are, they're safe. So they feel safe to like look at you or stuff like that, or admire you. Like, this is someone who is inspired by you. Yeah, see, shatter, heartbroken, destroy. Yeah, this is someone. Oh, this is what this person is. Yeah, dishonesty, deception, trickery. So I feel like a lot of you, this is how you felt, or they felt. Yeah, resistance. Yeah. Bueno. Yeah, boundaries. No, drawing the line enough. So a lot of you, they're upset also that you're getting boundaries with them, but you have to. And they know it. Like, they didn't make you feel safe in the past. So what makes them think, especially like if they haven't like talked to you or communicated with you, like, doesn't matter. Resistance came out again. Secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Okay, so, ooh, yes, we have a resistant fighter over here. So a good divine masculine. Which, by the way, this is what divine masculine is supposed to be. I just want to make that clear. You know, someone who is against fascism, who is doing the anti-racist work, who stand up for people, humanity, and our planet, you know, stuff like that. Anybody who's not doing that is a fucking loser. Not a loser, but it's just wasting anybody's time, wasting your time and divine and everybody's time. So just saying, there's a lot of that in this energy. So use your discernment, okay? Yeah, clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. So this person is not in that energy. So let me just clarify that. Like, they're not like they're doing the work. They're doing it. Okay, we have here realizations. It says epiphanies, understanding, and awakenings, but it says in reverse. I'm going to see why. Oh, it's so hard to pick up. Okay, so just watch out for the energy of pretending to do all those things that I just said, just to like applicate to you. So be careful with that, okay? Young masculine energy, and you see it's in reverse. Or maybe that's the spell work. They want you to think that they're not. So this is why you have to use the discernment, because some of you, you're gonna judge this person intensely, harshly. Maybe it's that because they're a little bit obsessed with you, but not in a malignant, weird way. Not in the way the karmic is, with a lot of you just trying to be like you, impersonate you, jealous and envious of you, trying to like, for a lot of you, just be careful, okay? Because this energy is violent. They want to be so much like you that they are willing to fucking kill you and, you know, before this person gets to you. So this is why your person has been like smart about this, because they know they're kind. But yeah, divine masculine reverse and realizations. Yeah, they don't want this person to wake up. They want to keep this person asleep. I wonder who benefits from that, huh? There it is. There's the divine feminine coming up upright. Oh, or some of you, it was in reverse. So I think this is the energy is trying to be like you, but they will never be divine. Okay, from whoever I'm speaking, you are on the right side of spirit and God and everything, and you're not doing this weird ass like spell work, voodoo and shit like that to like maintain a man. Or so this is someone who could be doing like not only love spells but like sex energy like on this person, you know, to try to like that just makes this person more repulsed about this karmic. So it's just backfiring heavily here. Like this is someone who's not intimate or has been a while, even if they are, but they're not. This is someone who's not in someone's life anymore. Balance, harmony, friendship. Exactly, that's what they want with you, but they don't know how to do this because they fucked up. They went for, yeah, you're so beautiful, you have boundaries, and you're so mysterious. They think that you are holding secrets and mystery and concealing, like you're not telling the truth or everything like that. So I don't know, I feel like they never met someone like you, so they're kind of like freaking out. All right, if they were here, if they could talk to you, what would they say? Would you choose me? Bueno. This is a lot of fear. 4, it could be I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles in my third eye. So I feel like this is someone who's holding on your energy. Like, would you choose me? Like, a lot of insecurities. Yeah, so this is why the first card came out was immature. So they were doing a lot of immature things. But why do they feel... maybe this was you in the past. So I feel like you were the chaser and they were the runner, and now it's shifted. So now you don't care. Now you're completely like, oh, you're not this... Yeah, you're not chasing anymore, nothing. I feel like you're just doing your thing. And they love that shit. They love your independence, but they also love that you have this beautiful energy to give and be there for others. So you never change. You change in the growth sense, I mean, but I feel like this person changed in a different way where they were in that karmic energy and apathy, and now they're like more empathetic. They want to be involved more in the community. They're inspired by you. I know you from somewhere. So they're gonna pretend, for a lot of you, this is how it's gonna start the conversation. They're like, I know you from somewhere. Because for a lot of you it's been a long time, maybe 6 years, could be 4 years. Others of you, 46 could be significant, but I feel like this is someone like, man, the connection that this is past life. It's like the first time that they saw you, they knew that they'd never seen you in the physical, but they have known you before. So yeah, this person always knew. So it's crazy. Something really could have been when you met them, if they just disappear. I feel like when you met that they weren't ready for this, or they were waiting for you. But also like, yeah, a lot of us, we all have been karmics in our life. We're not like all perfect. So nobody's perfect in this world. So I just want to make that clear. I want a fresh start with you. Yeah, see, this is it. This is what everything is against this person just saying those words. I want a fresh start with you. I feel like that will be the break of this spell. When this person's voices that out to you, Divine Feminines, and they will. This is why the enemy is very pissed. All their karmas that they have sent to you or this person didn't work. All the delays, all the blockages, all the stuff that's going like to keep you guys separated, and it's not working. This person is still determined, focused, so much discipline, so much clarity. Oh, so nice. Yeah, but also see loss, grief, depression. They could be, yeah, they need to heal. Especially they heal the confusion, like how, yeah, this person, there's a lot of shame and guilt, so they have to work on this. I could be your hero, baby. Bueno. I think they want to show you with actions, not just speaking. So I think they know now that action speaks louder than words, and they're willing to do it. So if you want, you let them do it. If not, see, I'm a very jealous person. There you go. There it is. They have to heal that shit. They have to heal that. they have to heal their jealous temperament, their energy, because it's not like a lot of you are very loyal. Even, yeah, you're loyal. I feel like this person deals with a lot of non-loyal people too, but maybe they were in that energy too. They weren't loyal, you know. If I follow you, I could lose. Oh wow, listen, if I follow you, I could lose everything. Oh shit. Yeah, so this is why they have to be strategic. This is why they have to work in silence. This is why they also like have to do things differently than most divine masculine, let's say, and they're doing it. But they also, you have to understand that when they do go your way and choose you, they love their life really, they're gonna lose a lot, but they know they're gonna regain it back obviously much 10 tenfold, and also like be happy and be with the person that they always wanted to be anyway. So yeah, but they see, I need more time. A lot of you, this has been way too long, so you're not even, I hope you're not waiting for, no. You need to continue moving, continue healing, continue working on yourself, continue developing this beautiful relationship with yourself that you are supposed to have, okay? See, you have, I need more time, and then the One of Swords. Is this One of Swords? Yeah, in reverse. They're lying. They're ready. It's just, for others, they're saying like, yeah, I need more time, or I feel like they're gonna surprise a lot of these karmics for sure. Or these karmics are looking into it to see like if this person's gonna come towards you. I think we should see other people. Okay, so I feel like they're saying that to this karmic. It's like, I want to like not be in this energy. Yeah, I just want you all the time, because they want you all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is someone who like, I can't lie to myself. I need to be like authentic, and I cannot, like, they've changed. This is someone who's changed, and now they don't resonate with the same frequency of all these demonic energy that have been surrounding them since they met you. So now they're like not that much friends. Now they value quantity instead of quality instead of quantity, and they are seeking you, the person who makes them feel powerful and like, okay, they can be themselves and authentic, and they want to build this life with you. Yeah, please give me time. I've never felt this way before. See, I feel like you've given this person all the time, so you're just letting them like, and that's good. Let them do what they have to do. Yeah, because a lot of you want commitment, and this person wants it in that energy. Let's just keep it for real, 100% here. It says marriage, promise, and fidelity. So they want to promise you, and they want to be loyal to you. For a lot of you, that's what you want. And if they're not willing to give you that, you're not gonna accept anything. So they know. Yeah. See, it says try again, new direction, start over. So a lot of you are gonna start over with this person. Like, there's a new beginning here. Yeah. Because they know they're like sidetrack, change, delay. See, they know that it was like orchestrated. It was like intentional that they stay in this karmic loop, in this energy. Yeah, see, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. That's what they're doing, and that's what I have for you. I love you. I hope this helped. Free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan. Continue doing what you gotta do, okay, and free all the oppressed, and continue. And I hope this works out. A lot of you, the two of you, are amazing. But also there's a lot of work that needs to be done behind the scenes. So connect with Father God so that you don't collude this energy. Because it's like, if you're one of the originals from the new earth, you cannot do the same way that most people do relationships, or like they do it in the status quo energy. Capitalist energy. You have to start something completely different and new, and that requires a lot of mental strength and faith, and really keeping divine as your main focus, and also your communities. A lot of you both bring both communities together. For some of you, others of you, you're going to build it from the ground up, or some of you, the divine feminine, build the foundation and then they're coming in to help you build. And yeah, this definitely threatens the system for sure. So fuck him, fuck them, and continue that beautiful love, that resistant fighters that you both are supposed to be doing right now during this time. So continue the good fight. It's gonna work out, but just be aware of the immature demonic energy trying to continue blocking this. But it's, again, they're gonna fail. And for a lot of you, if you're still separated, it's going to give whatever hateful or negative or anything that they have. 444, okay, is protected. So whatever that they've tried to do to the two of you separately, or is going to transmute and alchemize and turn into courage for this divine masculine to forgive themselves and to speak to you and to have courage and own up to them. They're hold themselves accountable. They know that they did wrong and they need to let go of this denial thing. Also, they did wrong by denying this connection and trashing it and trying to get back into it. Some of them, yeah, karmic energy, like try to come back to you, or maybe even talk to you or text you or whatever when they were still with this karmic energy, and then they disappear, right? For a lot of you. For others of you, they never disrespected this karma, even though this karma probably disrespected them a lot. There's a lot of cheating going on here. So yeah, so this person is also tired of cheaters, liars, and stuff like that. So they know that you're not in that energy, so they're grateful for that. But also they know that they hurt that person that they wish that they've chosen over whatever situation in the past, and they wish that they weren't that fearful, that they weren't that confused, or that they were more mature. For some of you, they could have done little tiny love spells, okay, and that backfire, so they had to pay karma for that. For a lot of you, that makes you more repulsed of them for a little bit, for a while, because this love cannot be broken. So a lot of you felt like the more this person was trying to pull you and trying to get back into your good graces without holding themselves uncomfortable or owning up to their mistakes. So that repulses you even more. So that makes you like run. So, or just hide your energy or cloak your energy for, anyways, that's what I have for you. I love you.